If you're looking for games like GTA 5, this list has you covered. From chaotic open-world action to deep crime stories and unforgettable cities, here are 10 amazing games that give off serious GTA vibes. Let's get into it. Coming in at number 10, we have Saints Row. Now, if you want a GTA-style game that throws realism out the window and just goes full chaos, this is it. Saints Row is loud, ridiculous, and completely over the top in the best way possible. From crazy weapons to insane missions and non-stop madness, the game just wants you to have fun. It doesn't try to be serious, and honestly, that's what makes it so entertaining. If GTA is organized chaos, Saints Row is pure madness with no breaks. So yeah, if you want something wild, goofy, and packed with action, Saints Row is definitely worth checking out. Now, moving on to number 9, we have Just Cause 4. This game is all about freedom, explosions, and making the entire world your personal stunt playground. You've got a grappling hook, a wingsuit, and more ways to cause destruction than you can count. The best part is that Just Cause 4 doesn't hold you back. You can fly into enemy bases, blow up massive structures, and create absolute chaos wherever you go. It may not have the same crime-focused vibe as GTA, but when it comes to open-world fun, it absolutely delivers. If you love action and want maximum freedom, this one is a blast. At number 8, we've got Mafia 3. Now this one brings a much darker and more serious tone compared to GTA. Set in a gritty 1960s-inspired city, you play as Lincoln Clay, a man out for revenge after betrayal changes everything. What really makes Mafia 3 stand out is its story. It feels cinematic, emotional, and way more grounded than a lot of other open-world games. The action is satisfying, the atmosphere is strong, and the world has that crime-filled energy that GTA fans will definitely appreciate. So if you want a game that mixes open-world gameplay with a powerful revenge story, Mafia 3 is a really solid pick. Coming in at number 7, we have Noire. This game takes the open-world crime formula in a completely different direction. Instead of playing as the criminal, this time you're on the other side, solving cases, investigating crime scenes, and interrogating suspects. What makes Noire special is how unique it feels. The detective work, the atmosphere, and the classic old-school setting all come together to create something really memorable. It's slower than GTA, sure, but it's also much more focused on storytelling and mystery. If you want a crime game with brains instead of just bullets, Noire is definitely one to try. Now moving on to number 6, we've got Watch Dogs 2. This is one of the closest modern alternatives to GTA, but with a cool hacking twist. Instead of relying only on guns and chaos, you can control traffic lights, hack security systems, steal data, and mess with the entire city around you. The world feels vibrant, the movement is fun, and the overall tone is much more playful and stylish than the first Watch Dogs. It still gives you that freedom to explore, cause trouble, and take on missions however you want. So if you want a modern open-world game with tech, freedom, and a lot of personality, Watch Dogs 2 is a great choice.
And halfway through the list, at number 5, we have Yakuza 0. Now this game is a little different, but trust me, it absolutely deserves its spot here. Yakuza 0 gives you crime drama, intense action, and a world packed with side content that somehow manages to be both emotional and completely absurd at the same time. One moment, you're in the middle of a serious Yakuza conflict, and the next, you're singing karaoke or getting pulled into the weirdest side mission ever. And somehow, it all works perfectly. If you want a game with strong storytelling, memorable characters, and tons of personality, Yakuza 0 is an easy recommendation. Coming in at number 4, we have Sleeping Dogs, and honestly, this is one of the most underrated games on this entire list. Set in Hong Kong, Sleeping Dogs gives you that open-world crime experience, but with a much bigger focus on hand-to-hand combat and martial arts. The fighting feels brutal and satisfying, the story is surprisingly strong, and the city itself has a really unique atmosphere that helps it stand out from other GTA-like games. It has driving, action, crime, and all the open world elements you'd want, but it still manages to feel fresh. If you never played Sleeping Dogs, you are seriously missing out. Alright, now we're getting into the top 3, and these next games are easily some of the best open world experiences you can play. Coming in at number 3, we have Cyberpunk 2077. Now, after all the updates, this game has become a genuinely great open world experience. Night City looks incredible, the atmosphere is insane, and there's so much freedom in how you build your character and approach the game. What makes Cyberpunk feel similar to GTA is that sense of being dropped into a massive living city where there's always something happening. But at the same time, it adds its own futuristic style, deeper RPG systems, and a much more sci-fi feel. If you want a modern city sandbox with a totally different flavor, Cyberpunk 2077 absolutely belongs here. And at number 2, we have GTA 4. This one had to be here. For a lot of players, GTA 4 is still one of the most grounded and realistic entries in the entire series. Nico Bellic is an amazing protagonist, the story is darker and more personal, and Liberty City has this gritty atmosphere that still feels special even today. The physics, the driving, the tone, everything about GTA 4 feels heavy in a good way. It may not be as flashy as GTA 5, but it has a style and realism that a lot of fans still love. An absolute classic, no question. And finally, taking the #1 spot, we have Red Dead Redemption 2. Now yeah, it's not a modern city crime game like GTA 5, but when it comes to open world quality, freedom, storytelling, and attention to detail, Red Dead Redemption 2 is on another level. The world feels alive in a way that very few games ever manage to achieve. Every town, every mission, every character, and every little detail pulls you deeper into the experience. And Arthur Morgan's story is easily one of the best stories in gaming. This is Rockstar at its absolute best. It's emotional, immersive, and unforgettable from start to finish. So if you want the best open world experience outside of GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 2 takes the top spot. So that was my top 10 games like GTA 5. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which game deserves the top spot in your opinion.